It's personal between me and you, and I'm going to do you some serious harm, you big stiff idiot.
The Untouchable True School Sports Empire proudly presents something the boxing games been missing. Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. All right, so this is the latest chapter in what is really turning into a very frustrating career for what I deem to be one of the most talented fighters in this country, and that's Jaron Boots Ennis. You know, for those that know, for those that don't know, he's got a fight coming up. Jaron Ennis has a fight coming up, but not in the ring. He ain't fighting in the ring. No. He once again, for the second time in, 3-4 years, he finds himself in a fight in the courtroom, because now Jaron Ennis, it's been reported that he's filing a lawsuit against a company known as Now Boxing. Now, for those of you who don't know who the hell or what the hell is Now Boxing is the company that was ran by his now deceased manager, Cameron Duncan, right? And he's seeking a release out of that contract due to the fact that they didn't live up to their end of the billing and the obligations that were in the contract. They didn't fulfill what they were promised Boots Ennis. And they want $1 million. They want $1 million in that lawsuit. So with that being said, let's get into it. So Now Boxing, really interesting set of circumstances for Ennis, because if you guys remember, Boots had a lawsuit in 2021 where he sued small-time promoter Chris Middendorf. Chris Middendorf was this one promoter that was helping Cameron Duncan, partnering with Cameron Duncan to promote Jaron Ennis. And basically what happened is, you know, they had to settle in court. They settled in 2021. He got out of that situation with Middendorf, but he was still with Cameron Duncan. Now, Cameron Duncan, the obligations that were part of the contract was that they cited that Boots was supposed to fight 4 times a year. He signed this contract in 2019. In year 1, he fought 3 times. In year 2, he fought twice. In year 3, he fought twice. And in year 4, he fought once. Meaning that in none of the years was Jaron Ennis's actual contractual obligations ever fulfilled. So now he's suing them, and now it's a messy situation because, you know, Cameron Duncan is dead. He can't do nothing. He's you know, like the good book says, from dust you came, to dust you shall return. So he ain't here no more in the physical. He in the spiritual now. He's not here. So the duties of Now Boxing have been assumed and taken over by you know, his wife, which is Kelly Duncan. And according to Boots Ennis' team, she doesn't have any experience running a promotional company. So she's kind of like just, you know, doing whatever she can, I guess. Whatever she had, I don't know what she's doing, but she's in control, right? So that being said, you know, I really don't like this with Boots. I hate that all this is happening to Boots' career, because it's really, I'm sorry guys, but his career, as time progresses and as it goes on, and I think he's a great fighter. Like, I really think the world of his skill set. I think he could beat anybody in the world on his best night, you know, in the welterweight division, including Terrence Crawford. But his career and what's going on outside the ring is starting to feel a lot like, you know, Andre Ward. I mean, don't you guys remember Andre Ward sued Dan Goossen when Dan Goossen was having health problems, and then he eventually passed away? Very similar to that. Think about Demetrius Andrade suing Rock Nation, Banner Promotions. You know, these things hindered these guys, and they lost valuable time and energy and years of their career, moments of their career they can never get back. And I feel like right now, when you look at Jaron Ennis, I mean, he's 30-plus fights into his career. I think, what is he, about 25, 26? How old is he now? 26, I'm going to say. He's 26 years old, so he's at that stage of his career where you'll be led to believe that these are his prime years, and he's not boxing, and we're already in the middle of February. There's no sign of when he's going to fight again, and now we got this news again that he's having his second lawsuit in, like, 3 years. So it's horrible. I hate it. And like, I could sit here and I could give all the advice in the world, but again, I'm not in his shoes. I'm not walking his path. I don't know what led him to sign with Cameron Duncan or what led him to sign with Middendorf early in his career. Everyone can say what they want. You know, it's not easy to navigate this sport. You know, I know. Trust me, I know. from seeing fighters, knowing fighters, I know so many fighters that have been in contractual problems and contractual issues. So, you know, I have sympathy for fighters, but at the same time, it's like, you know, he's got to find a way. You know, at some point, Boots has to find a way to get in that ring and get active and show the world like that he is what we all think he is, which is one of the best fighters in the world. And he needs to get to the point where he's able to do it against the top competition. But it's getting to the point where it's like, man, Boots may literally spend his years as a 26, 27, 28-year-old, 29-year-old either in a lawsuit, inactive, or fighting nondescript competition. And in my opinion, that's a crime against boxing. That's horrible for boxing, because Boots really and truthfully should be on that world-class, you know, stage with the big names. And he's not. And with the way things are going, it looks like he's not going to be there. You know, it's like yesterday. I was watching. I'm here in Vegas. I was watching the Super Bowl on TV. Could you imagine if Patrick Mahomes didn't get the chance to play in the Super Bowl? How bad would that be for the NFL if Patrick Mahomes couldn't play in the Super Bowl? How bad would it be for the NHL if Matthew Tkachuk wasn't playing in the Stanley Cup? You know, shout out to the Panthers. You know, it would be horrible. You want to see the best athletes, the best guys in the sport at the highest level, and we're not getting that with Jaron Ennis. And yes, a lot of that is due to his own bad business decisions, and I get all that. But it's just sad. Honestly, it's just sad. It's just, for me, it's really sad, because I do think the world of Boots, and I do think that if his career was ran a bit better, you know, he'd be in a boxing. His career and where he's at would be just amazing right now, right? But again, he has he has so much things going on in his career. He was signed with Duncan, who he was in one of these like 360 deals, like that these rappers and artists sign, where you're signed to someone who's signed to someone. So he was signed to Chris Middendorf, who was signed to Cameron Duncan. So he had to get out of one contract. Now he's trying to get out of another contract. And then meanwhile, he didn't have a promotional contract, so he was fighting on Showtime. It was a verbal agreement with Steven Espinoza. He took the fast money with Steven Espinoza, which was good for his pockets but bad for his career long term. So it's just like, man, I hate this. I really do hate the business. I hate like the position that fighters get put in. And I'm just praying and hoping and wishing that Jaron Ennis get his career straightened out, because he deserves to be, you know, in there with the Terrence Crawfords of the world, and the Tim Zoos and the Virgil Ortizes and all the top guys, because he's a great talent, and I hope that it gets straightened out. But that's the news, guys. Jaron Ennis files a lawsuit for $1 million due to Cameron Duncan's company, Now Boxing, not honoring their contractual obligations over the last 4 years. So yeah, make of that what you will. Leave your comments down below. Make sure you guys take the time to subscribe. And like I say in every single one of these videos, you can love me or you can hate me, but I'm just a kid from Dania. So until next time, take care, guys. Thank you for watching another video on the untouchable True School Sports Empire. For more great boxing content just like this video, click right here and make sure to subscribe. Much love from sunny South Florida.